What's up, guys? JP here, and welcome to part 6. Yeah, I think part 6 in my entire DVD collection, video series things. I'll link the others down below or whatever. And uh, yeah, I guess I'll just start with this one first. Friday the 13th part 3 or part 3D. I do like this one. I actually like every single Friday the 13th movie. I'm a big fan of the entire series. One of my favorite series of movies. I love the Jason character. Part 3 is probably somewhere around the middle in my favorites to least favorite or whatever. Um, I do like it. I know a lot of people argue that the only reason people really like it is because he gets the hockey mask. I like that he gets the hockey mask. You know, that's an iconic moment. But I actually just like the movie. I like the biker gang. I thought that it was funny. You know, I kind of like the 3D gimmick in a weird way. It's kind of cheesy to look at now, and it makes it fun. Um, and I like to see. I like the whole ending, the barn and stuff. I like part 3. Um, Next up we have Friday the 13th Part 4, the final chapter, which is probably my favorite, hands down. You know, I love Part 4. I love this image on the front with the hockey mask and the knife and the blood. You know, this is probably one of my favorite Jasons. The way he you know, moves and acts. I love the Tommy Jarvis character. You know, Corey Feldman being probably my second favorite Tommy Jarvis. I think Tom Matthews is my first. You know, he's the perfect like kid. You know what I mean? He really you know, I think a lot of horror fans kind of see themselves in him a little bit. Uh, and I like that. You know, just the whole movie was great. You know, the special effects awesome. And there's a great commentary on here with Adam Green and Joe Lynch. I've talked about it before. I really dug that commentary, so check it out if you've never seen it. Listen to it. Um, Next up, we have this this 3-pack of the Jason slasher collection thing. You got Freddy vs. Jason, which I believe I've already showed on other version of it. Love Freddy vs. Jason. It's a cool movie. Jason Goes to Hell, which I know probably the least favorite by fans. I've said before that I like it. I actually, you know, it's not my least favorite. And then Jason X, which is probably maybe my least favorite, but I do like it still. I like Jason X because it's just kind of fun. It's not really a good movie, but it's fun. You know, the kills, there's some good kills in it, and it's just kind of ridiculous and pretty cool. So yeah, you know, I'm a pretty big Friday the 13th fan. I think it's one of the main reasons I got into horror. I've always been a Jason fan. And more than Michael and Freddy, but lately I've actually been liking Freddy and Michael a little bit more. Next up we have His Name Was Jason, documentary on the Friday the 13th series. You know, it's decent, it's a good documentary, but I've seen better. You know, the Elm Street Legacy, that's probably one of my favorite horror documentaries. Um, and this one could have been. I wish they just did it like the Elm Street Legacy. That's really all I could say. And a lot of this stuff that's in here, you know, on the Elm Street Legacy, there was so much stuff that I didn't know, and I just kept getting like, oh wow, that's cool. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But this one, a lot of it I already kind of knew or have heard about or you know, heard before and forgot and kind of reminded me, but they really didn't. I don't really remember like much new information that I didn't know before. Next up we have Fright Night, which is an awesome vampire movie, one of my favorites out there. Um, I like the whole, you know, kind of the way it's kind of like, you know, the movie Disturbia is kind of like this. You know, the kid's, you know, spying on his neighbor, and it turns out he's a vampire, and you know, it has that whole like nobody believes him type thing. I like that. It's kind of cool. And Yeah, Fright Night, awesome. I do actually like the remake. I remember seeing the trailer for it when I went and seen Scream 4 in the theaters and thought it looked really dumb, but I actually ended up liking it. I really like the cover art to this. Um, Next up, we have Frozen, and Frozen is a awesome movie by Adam Green. I really like Adam Green. You guys probably know that by now. I mention him a lot. I thought this movie was really awesome. I really got sucked into it, and it was like I really felt what the characters was going through, and it really was effective and made me not want to ski. Um, and next up, we have Ghostbusters 1 and 2. They're in slim cases. This was a pretty cheap. I remember. I think I got it for like $7 or something. Well, growing up, I never watched the Ghostbusters really. I remember seeing it on, but I never actually watched the whole movies. So when I bought this, I was actually happy. I like the Ghostbusters movies now. I know they're talking about making a third one. I really don't care if they do or not. I'm not really interested. Next up, we have Ginger Snaps, and Ginger Snaps is an awesome werewolf movie. One of my favorites, maybe my favorite now. I do like Dog Soldiers a lot, and I'm trying to think. I can never remember like werewolf movies off the top of my head, but Ginger Snaps was a really surprising movie to me. I really liked the two girls that played the sisters. I like the whole style of it. I like the beginning. I like the characters. How like they were kind of awkward and outsiders and stuff. I just like the idea of it, and it was just a really fun werewolf movie. I did see both sequels, and I do like both of them. I need to pick them up when I get a chance. Next up, we have Graveyard Shift, and I did a review on this one a little while back, so I'm not going to talk about it too much. Awesome movie. I like the whole plant, or the factory where they're at, the cotton mill, and I like how the characters feel like everyday type of guys, and it has a really cool atmosphere. Next up, we have Gremlins, one of my favorite movies of all time. Probably in my top 20 horror films. I love watching this around Christmas. It has a really Christmas feel to it. I love the Gremlins characters. I would have loved to see a third film, but unfortunately, it never happened. I wouldn't want to see one now so much because I think they would take away the like the puppeteering and stuff and go CGI, which that would be really disappointing. Next up, we have Gremlins 2. I still have not got a chance to watch this yet. It's still sealed. I think I'm waiting until, a little bit colder in the months, because I always watch Gremlins in the winterish months, and I'll probably watch this one right after it, do a little double feature thing. Next up, we have The Girl Next Door, which is a movie I still have not watched. It's still sealed. I'm kind of just waiting for the right moment. I want to make sure that I'm, because I've heard it's kind of, kind of a messed up movie and kind of disturbing and stuff. So kind of wait until I get in the right mood to watch something like this. But I'll get to it eventually. And last for this part, it is The Grudge. And I got this in a eBay auction before for really cheap. I never seen it, but I'm not a really big fan of it either. Um, I haven't even watched it in years since I bought it, and I don't really know what to say about it because it's been a while since I watched it. But I remember not liking it so much. I know I think it's a remake of a Japanese film, and it's kind of a ghost story or something. I'm not the hugest into ghost stories and stuff, so maybe that's just why. Maybe it's not a good movie. Maybe it's just not my thing. I just don't remember. I'll probably give this one another watch eventually, just because I'm kind of curious now because I forget what it's about. Um, yeah, that's about it, guys. This was part 6, so I'll see you guys in part 7. I'd say we're almost halfway through. Then I'll do my box sets after that, and after that I'll maybe do some non-horror stuff if you guys are interested in that. I do own a couple non-horror things, and this is mostly horror that I'm showing, but there's a couple not so much horror stuff in here. Maybe do everything, maybe even do my VHS collection. It's not very big, but I do still have a couple. So just let me know what you guys would want, and see you guys next time.